Okay, my name is George Mahoku. I'm a plant pathologist with the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. The International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, we're an international organization, and we work with the national agricultural research organizations within a country. So our job is to support them with the information, tools, and innovations that they can use to combat some of these problems that we encounter. Yeah, we've been involved in BBTV, looking and trying to understand the distribution of BBTV since 2019, when we worked with the TARI and TPHPA here in Tanzania. When it was first reported in Kigoma, we went there to verify and then to diagnose, and we indeed found out that we have BBTV in Tanzania. And then from that time on, we started looking at, trying to understand the distribution. We know that BBTV is caused by a virus. The virus can only survive in banana, and it can only be disseminated in two ways, which is through the use of infected planting material, and also by vectors, which is the aphid.
The approach of BBTV management is different in every country. What I see a big difference between Western Africa and Eastern Africa, the policymaker engagement, the government involvement is extremely proactive. This is because banana here is super important crop, right? It's contributing the economy, the food security, and being the largest banana producer in the continent itself. Obviously, the perception among the policymakers when the crop get hit by a disease is very different. So they acted extremely differently. And what we have done, since IIT has been working on this problem since long term, we had a very good experience. As soon as the disease was recognized in Eastern Africa, we immediately started transferring the innovations, the protocols, the diagnostic tools that we have, all that experience to our team in Eastern Africa, because that has actually given us a good lead to jumpstart our work. We worked very effectively with the national program partners in terms of mapping the disease, identifying the threat. Now what we are doing collectively, we are enriching the ongoing mitigation efforts by bringing the West Africa experience, especially with regard to the role of planting material, the social aspects, as well as what are the best ways to control the problem by simultaneously focusing on eradication and then bringing new planting material.
The important things to do to raise awareness across the sector, from the farmers to the decision makers, so that when the disease is declared or is seen in a farm, in an orchard, it is quickly detected and reported so that action can be taken. The next important thing now is to produce, multiply, and distribute the clean planting material. This means that we need more resources, financial resources, technical resources.
In 2013, we have established a Africa-wide banana bunch top alliance, BBTV alliance. The purpose of this is to implement a coordinated approach to manage this transboundary problem.
We are trying to have a coordinated approach, because with diseases or pests, they do not know territories or the boundaries that we know as human beings. Diseases, pests do not require a visa to cross a border. And so if we have diseased planting material or infected planting material moving from, say, Uganda into Kenya, or Tanzania into Kenya, or even between Tanzania and Kenya, because not all regions of the countries, both countries, are affected. So we're trying to maintain, where there's no infection yet, we're trying to maintain disease-free zones. So encouraging farmers also not to move material, diseased or infected material within